Data can be gathered in a variety of ways from Google Forms. Google Forms can be accessed in two places. First, from your Google Drive, you can hit New and then click on Google Forms, and that will take you to Google Forms, the program. You can also access it from your waffle here, and it will also get you to Google Forms. So I'm going to show you how Google Forms can gather data for you that you can then use to create graphs, charts, and manipulate the data for analyzing. So here's just a sample Google form. I like to use Google Forms as exit tickets. And sometimes I use the same Google form over and over and again each day. So I ask a very generic question. For example, what is your answer to the question of the day? That could be posted on your wall, maybe in your classroom. Of course, you could ask quiz questions here, assessment, either formative or summative. There's a variety of things you can do with Google Forms to collect data. Once you've asked some questions here of your students, you do have the plus button. And every time you plus that, you can continue to add a variety of questions. So they don't just have to be short answer like what you've seen here. You notice you also have things like multiple choice, linear scale. You can also have students upload a file if you like them to do that. But my favorite thing about Google Forms is that number one, it's very easy to share with students. So if I click the send button, I can get a link and I can share this link either in Clever or Google Classroom or even email it to my students. Once they start filling out the form, their responses will show up here in the responses section, and you'll get a lot of graphs and charts. But you may never have noticed this little green button right here that says Create Spreadsheet. If I click that at any time, I usually do it before I share it with students, but you can do it after. Google is great, and it takes the name, the exact same name of your Google form, and it adds the word responses. Can't quite see it all there, but it does say the word responses. And when I hit create, it's going to actually take me to Google Sheets. Now, Google Sheets is a spreadsheet program, much like Excel, and it's often not utilized as much as it could be, but this is a great way to see your data in a spreadsheet form.